Hi all, welcome to Andrea M. D'Souza's kitchen. Today I'm going to prepare GONS, which is a traditional Goan tender coconut candy. GONS has its origin in Portuguese cuisine and it generally refers to spider webs or cobwebs. And as you can see in the pictures, this delicious coconut candy does resemble a spider web. The texture is crispy and firm on the outside and soft and tender on the inside. And the taste of the sugar mixed with that of the tender coconut makes it absolutely delicious. You can't stop at eating just one. You have to continue until your heart is content. Although this is one of the Goan sweets that tastes extremely good, you still do not find it in many markets. Many a times you have to go roaming around searching for GONS and you still don't find it anywhere. And so I thought of making this video and sharing the recipe that I got from my father, who in turn got it from his mother. And we thought, why not keep alive our Goan traditions so that the future generations can benefit from these delicious sweets that we are eating today. To prepare this GONS we need 1 tender coconut, around 1.5 cups sugar, some water and some vanilla essence. It is important that your tender coconut is neither too firm nor too soft. Wash your tender coconut well and then take a knife and scrape off the brown part. We want our GONS to be completely white. People do add color to their GONS, but I like mine white, so I leave it that way. Now this is what our coconut will look like once it's clean. I'm now going to take a scraper and start scraping out thin slices. This is what the slice should look like. It should be extremely thin. Can you imagine that my grandmother and everyone else of the previous generation would cut slices thinner than this using just a plain knife? And my grandmother would further cut each slice into another 3 pieces. But I don't have the patience for that. Now that I have my thin slices, I'm going to soak them in a bowl of water for around 4 or 5 hours. Now in a heavy bottomed and a wide rimmed pan, I'm going to add 1.5 cup of sugar. To that I'll add around 1/4 or 1/3 of a cup of water or rose water. And I'm going to mix it all well. Now I'm going to melt the sugar completely and I'm going to ensure that it doesn't crystallize or stick to the sides. While the sugar is melting, I'm going to use a sieve and drain off the water from the coconuts completely. Once my sugar syrup reaches around a 2-thread consistency, I'm going to add the pieces of coconut to the syrup and I'm going to mix them well. And I'm also going to turn my flame to completely low. Now some people do use a medium flame, but I prefer my flame to be at the minimum because I like the color of the tender coconut to be retained. You will have to cook this coconut in the sugar water for around 25 to 30 minutes. This is the time that it will take for the syrup to thicken and also for your pieces of tender coconut to cook. While you're stirring, make sure you also scrape the sides completely because a lot of sugar is going to be stuck at the sides. While the coconut continues cooking, you can cut small pieces of butter paper and set them out on a tray. My grandmother used to use colored paper, but I didn't have any at hand. While you continue stirring, you will see that your sugar syrup thickens more and more. When it becomes thick, now is the time to add a couple of drops of vanilla essence and a pinch of salt and mix it well. The color will become slightly brown because of the vanilla essence, so make sure that you add just a couple of drops. When the mixture starts leaving the sides, this is the time for us to take it out. You have to be quick while removing out this mixture because before you know it, it begins to dry, just like this. Once you place it on your butter paper, try to spread it around a little bit so that it begins to resemble a mesh or a cobweb. And then you keep it aside to cool. It doesn't take much time. Like look at this one. It's hardly been 10 minutes since I removed it off the stove and see how firm it has become. I hope you try this recipe at home and tell me how it turns out. I can vouch for the fact that you will love it. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you through your phone calls and your messages and your comments. And I hope you enjoy eating this GONS as much as my family and I do. Thank you for watching and good night and have a great Christmas season.